Hello, my friends, my family. Thanks for joining me. My name's David, and this is my channel. Today's video is called Only Love is Real. Yeah. This truth will answer every problem you have and get rid of all pain and suffering in your life. I swear it. Just this one truth. Only love is real. It takes care of all things. It's that same idea that Yeshua talks about in the Course in Miracles, that if we could just understand we are one with God, it would take care of all problems. Now, let's talk about that. Why is that? Why would this one truth? Because there's a part of us that believes that there is something other than love. And that is where it gets confusing. Because in order to have something other than love, there would have to be a separate source. So now there's a source of no love, and there's a source of love. And that's where it gets lost. So this truth of understanding will help each one of us know that anything that seems to be pushing against us, regardless if it's something outside of us, some other person's opinions or belief systems, or anything out in the world, or even loss or lack or death of someone that we once loved, or the body, or our money, or our business, or our relationships, whatever it is that's pushing against us, we believe it is not love. So what happens is when you realize that what we're afraid of is not judgment necessarily, what we're really afraid of is a source that is not love. Does that make sense? And we have to look deep, deep to find that. Once you make it simple, it's like the yin and yang. You just make it simple, love and no love. And you ask yourself, is there two sources? Then you'll see this truth that what we're afraid of is someone being unloving to us, unloving to the world, or unloving to themselves, or a source taking something away from us in an unloving way. Why is this unloving part? Why is money not coming in? I'm feeling guilty. I'm not feeling loved. I'm not feeling appreciated. Why is my body hurting? It seems to be pushing against me. I hate this. Go away. Why are you doing this to me? Or relationships. You're not agreeing with me. You keep on doing this. You always do this. Do you see the blame? It's this idea of get away from me. You're unloving. Get away from me. You're unloving. And once we realize this and we debunk this, that is not true, that there is only love, then you will see that they're not pushing against you and attacking you. Your body is never pushing against you and hating you and hurting. What it is doing is asking for love because it feels unloving. It's not receiving its source. It's not receiving its love, which is a source. So therefore it needs it from you. And I've learned in my life, if I feel pain, I give it love. I recognize, there's a form of separation. Now, what is separation? That which is not love. This is why separation is never true, because there is only love. Do you see what I'm saying here? So I give it love. I appreciate you. I enjoy you. Thanks for coming into my synchronicity. You are part of my experience, and there's a purpose behind you. And I might not even know the purpose, but I'm going to ask. And I ask my source. Can you help reveal the purpose of this pain so therefore I can receive that love that wants to come through? Because if I'm feeling pain, I'm not receiving love that wants to come in. Isn't it nice to know that? If you're receiving pain, then you're not receiving the love on the other side that wants to come in. So the more you love your pain, the more you love your body, the more you appreciate your body, you're giving it that which it's missing. You see? And that's the idea of negative, negate, something's missing. And then from that perspective, you'll feel better because you have given the love. As you give the love, you will receive it back immediately because you'll feel like you filled up a gap, so to speak. Now, this world is full of gaps, and all the places that are pushing against you in your life, if you use them in that same way, they're looking for your love. They're looking for your love. You see, and then you'll realize that there are a lot of misconceptions out there from others and people and so forth and so on that believe that they're not being loved. When someone is not being loved, they lash out, they can get angry, they can get sad, they can get fearful, they can turn the whole world against them and be anxious and worried and scared. But they're never lashing out in the form of an attack. they are indeed believing that they are not loved. And that's the answer to everything. Because now, if something's pushing against you or someone is feeling unloved, guess what? You have the answer. And that is what Jesus meant when he said, you are the light of the world. You share your light. You share your love with them. You help them remember that they are loved. You help them remember that there is only love and that you are appreciated and you are not sinful as you think you are and you're not guilty like you think you are. Isn't that what Jesus did? Came to let us know that we were the light of the world by giving us what we thought we were missing. What we thought we were missing, which was our love, which we are never missing. So I've learned in my life to recognize those triggers, to recognize what pushes against me, and recognize it's always that which I believe is not love. Then I say, well, Dave, that's impossible. There is only love. And I fill in the gaps. And I give it love. I give them appreciation. I give them maybe joy or have fun with them. And what happens is as you give the world this love and this appreciation, this joy, and you give your creations this love, this appreciation, this joy, you'll recognize, like we said in the last video, the only reason you would think they're not love is because we have judged them in the past as such. And now as you love them, the past will let go. The past is unnecessary. It's all now. Where's this past, this elusive past of separation of that which is love and not love? It doesn't exist. The ultimate goal is to come back into this moment in a form of complete love. Complete love turns on a synchronicity. It means I can receive from anything. I can receive from my hand and love my hand and appreciate it and enjoy it. I can breathe in and enjoy the breath and just be in this moment and really appreciate what God has given me, you see. I can enjoy this jacket in a new way. I can go and look around my house and enjoy different things and receive from them. I can have conversations with people, and regardless of what they're saying, I can bring it back into this moment in a loving and kind way and receive something for myself. Because there's always something for us to receive. This world is designed to give to you. But if we see something unloving out there, we will try to push it away from us and therefore try and will end up attacking it and feeling unloving ourselves. So Jesus was correct. He came to deliver the message of love. That which we kind of forgot. We believe that this idea of death, this source of lack, this source of loss, this source of anger, source of frustration, source of pain that seems to be attacking us, he wanted to help us understand that it wasn't a source at all. There is no hell, devil, or any of that. There's only one source, and that source is God, and that source is love, that source is the universe, that source is our energy, our flow, you can call it anything you want. Now we call it source. But it is connection, and it is love. And when we run into people and to others out there that feel unloved because they are exuding to us some kind of negative emotion, which could come in the form of what we could perceive as an attack, but is always truthfully missing that which is love, then we have everything to give. We could just give them that small appreciation, that small loving thought in our mind. You don't even have to say it to them. You could just think it to them. We're all one mind. We could just give them a little bit of something. And what happens is we become the blessing. And as we bless the world, we receive it back. As we bless the world, we receive it back. And now we no longer worry about what other people are getting from us. Because, by the way, as you give the gift of this blessing, of this love, of this appreciation, because they feel like they're missing it, you give it. Can you see how it connects back? As you do that, it's very important to understand that we cannot control that gift. We have to allow them to receive it in whatever way they would like to receive it. The important thing is that we are not looking out at a world and believing that there is something other than love. And that's the most important for each one of us. When you see someone sick, if you believe there's a form of sickness, then you believe there's something other than love. If you send them love and healing and flow, and you recognize that for whatever reason, their energy, that they are feeling unloved and therefore releasing that feeling through that sickness, now you allow them to be. But as long as we believe there is a source of death that can take away something other than love, we're going to have a battle between light and dark. And we're going to have a battle between something that exists, which is love, and something that doesn't exist, which is death. Does that make sense? That's why Jesus, his biggest performance, his biggest understanding was to prove there was no death. He wanted to help us understand that there is no other source. So the more we understand there is no other source, there's only that which is love. There is no opposite of love. Then we can fill in. You can recognize that no matter what's pushing against you, if you look deep enough, you'll find your own love there. Your source is there, just consistently giving you love. That's what your inner being is doing. That's what all of non-physical is doing, is sending us love and connection and appreciation and worthiness, reminding us who we are, reminding us of the gift that we have and what we came to do, which was to extend that gift to our brothers and sisters and to our creations, in order to receive back, until finally we all just come together in this beautiful synchronicity of connection and love and flow and fun and joy. And now we just receive our life wherever we go. Wherever we go. But first, we can each do this. We can become the blessing for our brothers and sisters, the blessings for our pain, the blessing for our bodies. If the money is not flowing, it's just missing your love. Give it more of your love and appreciation. If your business is not succeeding, give your business and give the people that come in extra love and appreciation, and start receiving more of the gift and blessings of what it's bringing you, and it will grow. The more you love your tree, the idea of the seed that Jesus said, if you put it into the ground in fertile soil, what's fertile soil? A soil of love, of nutrients, of appreciation and joy. The more you appreciate and love and have joy for your creations and for the people in your life and your relationships. If your wife or husband comes in and they're frustrated and upset, recognize that they're stuck somewhere in their mind, believing something is attacking them, that which is not love. Give it to them. Don't get upset with them. Don't get frustrated with them. Let them know that they are loved and appreciated, and that what they are seeing is not true, and they are doing a wonderful and amazing job in their life. And that can be done in many, many different ways. And as long as the intention is of love, trust me, it will come through in your mind what to say. If the body is hurting, instead of trying to get rid of the pain through many, many different remedies or different ways, I just got to get rid of it. If you're trying to lose weight, I got to get rid of it by exercise. There's some idea of getting rid of something. Instead, love and appreciate it and enjoy it and ask what it has to give you. Because even pain is there to give something to you, some kind of clarity, but it cannot be received until we give it back its love, its appreciation, its enjoyment. It's the idea of the ugly duckling, right? All it was looking for was appreciation and some kind of gratitude for who it was, some kind of belonging. Believe it or not, that's what your pain is. It's separation. Separation is always only looking for one thing, that which is love, that which is appreciation, that which will include it, because it is an inclusive world. Does that make sense? You can't have separation without it wanting to come back into the synchronicity of love and appreciation, because we are inclusive, all of us. And as you give these blessings, you will receive them back. As you give this love and appreciation, even to just $5, you will receive it back. As you allow it to move and flow away from you, it will come back. As you love and appreciate your body and allow it to be and not try to change it or insist it be different than it is, you will receive it back. And as you give more love and appreciation to your relationships without insisting that someone should be different than they are based on what they are holding on to in their past, then you will also receive that joy and appreciation back. Just remember, what you receive back is only according to what you give. It's never coming from the other person. We cannot control what people receive from us. And we cannot control what they say to us. They could say anything to you. But trust me, it doesn't matter what they say. It only matters what you receive. That's important. You get to decide the gift that you receive from others too. And now you get empowerment back. You get your center back. And what is your center? That which is love. And what is your purpose? To extend that love to all, regardless. And that's what unconditional love is. And that will turn on this beautiful present moment for you. And you will feel that synchronicity as you just give to everything that seems to be missing, and now it all becomes holy. And the wholeness of your life will turn on, your light will turn on. And as Jesus said, yes, you will be a place for people to rest their head, their weary head. Does that make sense? Take that with you. And as always, of course, the gift is yours, but it is up to you what you receive. Thank you for giving that gift back to myself. Keep the comments coming. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you for following along. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Otherwise, keep subscribing. And as always, my unconditional love and appreciation on this wonderful journey back to love.